4th day of November 2025, 8:30 a.m. We have a quorum present. We're going to go ahead and move right into our open forum. I believe we have someone signed up for open forum via Zoom. Mr. Wilson, you can unmute your microphone. There you are.
Okay, thank you. I thought I was going to get a phone call, but I appreciate it. Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. My name is Daniel Wilson. I've been reviewing publicly available information and recent activity by Hill County Emergency District Number 1, and several issues have raised concerns. I did pass this out to the judge and the coordinator, so I'm not going to read the statute numbers, and I may speak a little fast due to time. So first, electioneering and improper record handling. ESD1 used its official Facebook page to promote the passage of 2 tax propositions, including language like vote yes on Prop A and B. This may violate Texas election code, which prohibits the use of public resources for political advertising. Separately, several volunteer fire departments that receive ESD funding also shared this post on their official pages, creating additional violations. Some of these posts have since been deleted. Under Texas government code, willfully destroying or altering public information, including digital records created in connection with official business, is a criminal offense. The deletion of these posts raises serious concerns about compliance with public records law and transparency. Second, audit filing and financial transparency. The most recent audit was not publicly posted as required by Texas Health and Safety Code. I had to submit a public information request to obtain it. Audits are due to this court by June 1, yet according to the county clerk, the last 3 years were submitted late. That's a clear violation of the statute. Third, public funds and insurance limits. The audit shows over $732,000 in public funds held without FDIC insurance or proper collateralization, a potential violation of local government code. I reviewed agendas since that audit and found no record of corrective action. CDs were renewed in June, but without posted minutes, that's unclear how the board voted. Fourth, public information request non-compliance. I submitted a PIR on September 29th regarding election notices. As of today, I've received no response exceeding the 10 business day deadline required under Texas government code. I've submitted additional PIRs since then, and while the 10-day window has not yet passed for those, the lack of response to the initial request raises serious concerns about transparency and compliance. Fifth, website transparency. Under Senate Bill 2 and House Bill 305, which amended the local government code, political subdivisions must post board minutes, budgets, audits, and contact information for each board member. ESD1 website lacks all of these. For comparison, ESD2's website includes every required item. 6, annual reporting. On November 3rd, just yesterday, I received formal response from TDM confirming that Hill County ESD1 failed to submit its required annual reports for 2022, 23, and 24. This is a direct violation of Texas Health and Safety Code, which mandates that ESDs file these reports with TDM by January 1 of each year. The district did file a 25 report, which appears in the safety archive, but the absence of filings for the past 3 years confirms a sustained pattern of non-compliance. In August, the board voted to begin commissioner compensation, but I found no written policy defining what qualifies as a duty. Under 775.031, they're allowed to $50 per day, capped at $3,000 annually. But without a clear framework or posted minutes, it's unclear how this will be managed or justified. And for an organization that has problems preparing its own financial reports for its auditors, I find that it might be a problem for them. These are not isolated incidents. It's a pattern of noncompliance and a failure of governance. This board is appointed, as you know, not elected, and it's accountable only to your court. I filed formal complaints with the Texas Ethics Commission and the Office of the Attorney General. I've also contacted our state senator's office, which confirmed that the OAG and the Secretary of State are aware of these issues. While those state level processes are in motion, I'm bringing this to you today because you hold the direct authority to oversee, appoint, and remove members of the ESD board. I respectfully urge this court to launch a formal investigation and take immediate action to protect the public interest. I'm asking the court to, one, refer this matter to the county attorney or district attorney for legal review and potential district court action. Two, order production of the audit work papers, bank collateral agreements, minutes related to the CD renewals and compensation and social media logs. And three, require the ESD to post the missing materials on its website and certify compliance to your court. I also request the court to consider temporarily staying board financial actions until a review is complete. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Gentlemen, I did print out Mr. Wilson's email. I have a copy of his attachments here. Also, Miss Christie, a blind copy emailed all of you his original email with all of his attachments. Some of the attachments are pretty lengthy. But I believe they were just as important to him for you guys to see them all, not just at this meeting if you want to read. Thank you. Anybody else for open forum? All right. Go ahead and move to consent agenda, action on minutes, invoice and payroll, and monthly report for revenue disbursement. Make a motion. Second. In a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Oh, I missed it.
Hello, this is Lori Parrish.
Sorry. You're probably thanking you for something you did.
That's it. I don't think it started off like that.
Never done.
Moving on to number one, discuss our action on employee wages or status change. I do not have anything for that today. Oh. Number two, discuss interaction on the ability to enable payment to vendors for postal grants between court dates on an as needed basis. I believe Ms. Susan asked for this to be put on there. Basically, we have the pass-through grant from Posto. Sometimes payments come in and it's in between court dates. Ms. Susan's asking the commission to be able to pay those without having them. Make motion. Second. Second, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Carried. Number three, discuss our action on declaring the outbuildings at 102 Palm Street property as salvage.
So. As you know, we acquired property at 102 Farm. For the building loan that Thomas Thompson. We gave him a period of time to get put the following for living. There are a couple of small outbuildings behind this house. And he was wanting to remove. I don't really care how y'all handle it. We're a few months out from closing on this property. So. If y'all want to consider it. Just continuing to put the third property, that's fine. If we declare it salvage, you can advertise it. That's what you say, oh, yada.
We can't do anything until we take it.
We take it out.
Go ahead. I thought you considered around
We're a few months
from club
beyond close.
I'll be on.
Yeah.
Maybe close, folks.
I got you. I'm a search.
No, is it?
When
Why do we have to post it if we never post anything else if we have salvage? We, unless it's just on the, I mean, we go through court and give it to Alvin or whatever.
Well, the things you can do with it after you declare it salvage. I don't know that it's just giving it to somebody is one of the things you can do.
Well, why can't we just bulldoze it like the rest of the house and go on? Or if the sheriff not could use the.
Well, and that's on the.
That's next.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about just these two little outbuildings that I don't think have much value. If y'all want to y'all wanna let the guy come get them, it's not part of the contract. I reviewed the contract. We've never mentioned that, but.
Well, but we purchased that with taxpayer funds. Taxpayers own, we can't just say, okay, I can get them. Unless we decline the salary, right? And then we could dispose of
Well,
them.
I don't even know about the term salad, my suggestion is. That y'all make finding that that was part of his personal belongings that he used to pick up.
And if he doesn't come, if he doesn't retrieve them within
Well,
X days.
he's already shown up to pick him up once and the sheriff shut him down.
I mean, you know, I gave him 30 days when we bought that.
I spoke to him the end of last week, and he's confident that he can get him. He'll come get him.
We're not gonna use them if he wants to come get them,
I don't think.
but we can't wait forever for him to come get them.
Yeah, showing up to try.
Well, they're not any really use for the county. It's just something less that we'd have to clean up or whatever.
See, what's the order?
Depending on what you do with the next agenda item, if you don't set and or demolish the house, then. This would be just part of what you demolish and get rid of, so.
Unless he comes to get them right, too.
Right.
I'd say if we can get them within a week,
Yeah,
get them out of the way.
So we want to declare that part of his personal property that he's supposed to remove. Do you want to add up any more? All right, so is that the motion?
Make a motion.
Second.
The second. Any further discussion
and the motion is,
to approve or declare
Allow him to.
the outbuildings at 102 Farm Street?
it's his personal property,
That's his person.
And they removed within a week.
provided that they're removed in a week.
Yeah. Provided it removed. Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right, number 4, discuss interaction on the use of 102 Farm Street. This one I didn't write up in order because I don't know which way we're going with anything. Basically, what are we gonna do with the property?
So. Now. Demolition was on, that's fine, I just thought the court should discuss it. Because. We're probably a few years out from using that property. The property has some value, I mean, I don't know that we want to be a landlord, but we could lease that property for residential purposes. And gain some income from it. I didn't know if the sheriff could use it for some additional office space. Cause I know they're cracked down there. I just thought it should be discussed before we get there today.
Well, I don't think we go tear it down if it's got utility and it could generate revenue or sheriff.
You ought to go in and look before you vote.
Huh?
You ought to go look at the house before you vote.
That's my deal on, if the sheriff uses it as office space, how much money are we gonna invest in it
To upgrade it.
to upgrade it where they can?
Is it not
The
habitable?
windows have been open, the doors have been open, there are cats in there.
Hmm.
And I won't stuck my head in the door and there's been enough cat crap in there. That I would gain nothing done.
Hmm.
And I mean, there's junk everywhere, they just walk out and
So
and there's crap in, there's bags of trash in the yard.
That doesn't surprise me, there was a. Mr. Thomas Thompson, when came here. He inherited that property. There was a family living in. That. Basically, from the way I understand it, cut from him and. Really wasn't paying him rent, they was living there at their deal. And so I sent them a letter to vacate, which they did. And I'm not surprised that they let it in.
Well, it's bad and
Trashing it.
I'm like Scotty, I think. It'd be better off putting up a tin shed out there.
Was it a health hazard?
Huh?
Is that a health hazard?
Yeah, I mean, it's a house that people haven't done anything for years. It stinks. It's been open for what, 4 months now, David? 3 months? And I mean, it's got cats and animals in there and everything else. And so.
I don't want,
And
I don't want to be
probably
on
the
land.
it's not- So
Something
probably
like
the
that.
the sheriff
Cost
needs to
taxpayer.
probably have to rewire it and do all kinds of stuff. I just think it's best thing you can do, fill those and move on. That way you can mow the yard and move on like it is now. It's.
Well, if we're gonna keep it, it'd be a money pit. Just to get it where you can even rent it or use it for storing anything, something.
Yeah.
You had no interest in that?
I mean, I have some space that I think would be a lot cheaper just to throw some temporary walls or some walls up and, you know. Form it in other than using that residue. I think you'd spend more money over there, in my opinion, than you would. Renovating a room at the, you know, storage room.
Do we have any idea what it costs us to bulldoze it?
It doesn't make any difference. Either you're gonna bulldoze it or not bulldoze it and let it sit there.
Would it,
And
is, would there be enough lumber in the old house to, like, somebody like Terry Cunningham to demolish it?
Every time I've used Terry, when I've given you something, I've had to pay him $500 to $1,000 to come
There-
tear it down. And I just assume bulldoze the whole thing, clean it off, and that way it can be mowed. We can either mow it or the sheriff can mow it.
In his spare time?
If it's county property, we can mow it, it's not a problem.
It is kind
I mean, we mowed all that back there, and we mowed down all the weeds that have been growing for how many years. There's enough matted stuff laying on the ground, somewhere it's.
and we're part of talking this year also. So.
Make a motion, totally clean the water.
Okay, the only discussion I have as part of it is we did budget for demolishing this building, so it does matter how much it costs.
Yeah.
And as far as timeline wise, I think we can pass a motion as to our intent with the building, but give me some time to figure out
How to fund it?
how to pick up. I mean, if we're deciding to demolish it, I would like to do it sooner rather than later, do the fire hazard and all the other things. The city will probably, city will probably give us-
The trash, you got all the trash as big as this.
the city will probably start coming to us over, you know, non-compliance with ordinances and such, but again, we.
Yeah, we should have only incurred any fines.
Right.
Was evidently they just bagged the trash and
Throw that side.
I'd second that motion, subject to a having it done in 6 months. Give you time to figure that out. Or is that too long?
Does the house have to be declared as salvage or?
I don't think so.
There would be nothing to salvage out of it.
Well, currently it has some value theoretically. Theoretically.
Okay, this is his,
That's the
remove his
first-
personal.
That's the first one.
The only question I have is if we put a timeline on this and we don't do it within that timeline, well, we have to bring this back and really readdress the situation.
We'd have to do it again if we didn't do it. 6 months long enough? Or 2? I mean, if we let it go too long, we're gonna start
I think 6 months would be.
incurring penalties from the city.
Yeah, it does go back. Mid-May, so we'd start budget talks and get the report out of that. It's just 6 months.
fine.
I have no idea. I'm not even having a shot in the dark as to what it could cost. That's why I'm being cautious about the money. No idea.
Do we need to table this until we can find out, get an idea,
Get some more info.
get an idea what it's gonna cost? Demo it?
I'll do some research on that.
Or, you just gonna go up there and take it out?
I'm just gonna get somebody to pay for it, with me or somebody.
I didn't know if it would be county for them.
Well, we can do that. Save a lot of money,
You guys have
As long as you got a budget for it.
back up or
you know, we go up there with
track them?
backhoe equipment, load it up. All the. Of course, there'll be some costs there.
Yeah, that'd be a lot cheaper. You know, I don't think.
Yeah, I've got two bobtails we'll be hauled with,
You got 3 bobtails.
and we work together on it and. That's a. But a demo cost anyway.
They put it back and they put them over.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
If you need to, you can tap your development. He's not one.
Utilities already been disconnected.
That's where gravel comes
Oh,
in
yeah.
handy.
Yeah, the utility is.
And we have a skid steer, but I don't know if you guys have skid steer. You said you had.
It's at,
Everybody has one with me.
it's at the sheriff's office, yeah. So it can be used anytime.
Is there natural gas in them? Was there natural gas?
I don't believe it
Well,
was.
electric.
I think it's.
We'll probably do the 811, contact everybody before we start.
You gotta do
I'm gonna do
You
that.
gotta do a dig test, huh?
I'm gonna have it marked anyway, because we have that drainage problem that they agreed to look at, and it needs to be marked or anything.
Yeah, just include that.
Be sure they cut that power line jumper. Even though they pull the meter, that line's still live. From past experience, that line's still live.
Shiny experience.
Yeah,
No, the only thing left is a telephone line hanging off.
yeah.
It's no big deal.
So we can table this.
So we'll table this for now, we'll do some research, actually, it sounds like. We've got.
If we can do it, we can do it ourselves.
Yeah,
Let's not kick it down the road. Let's just do it.
That, so, approval to demolish the residence on 1 and 2 Farm Street within 6 months.
Is that your motion? Second?
Second.
Motion and second, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries.
What do we? In the fence, but now's a pretty good time to do it. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's not raining.
No.
You need extra equipment and dump trucks, when you do.
Sorry.
If you need extra equipment or dump trucks, then you need. We'll come in.
Who's gonna beat up the truck? If we need to.
It doesn't make any difference. We're busy, but we're always busy, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when you're.
All right, let's move on to number 5, discuss interaction on road use agreement with Lone Star Transmission LLC. See the packet road use agreement. Bill County Lone Star. Mr. Holmes. Looked at this and approved it.
They're about a bond. And they have hired a. Engineering firm to do the road survey, they hired. Westwood, she did the one. On that big solar farm out in March, basically.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Software license that I sent you for that app that I want to get, because we could do these ourselves.
And do what she'll.
The road condition, so if we had.
Next week.
No, I'll get it.
Yeah.
We sure 17th, we can go again Monday.
We can shoot for
How about the week of 17th? Next week's Veterans Day, and. How about the week of 17th?
For what?
Demo.
Tear the house and.
Start getting.
That's within 6 months.
Yeah. It would be easier to take it down when it's not muddy and.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be.
Yeah, before it starts raining.
Yeah.
You need help, let me know.
How many bobtails you want?
Probably all of them.
All of it?
Yeah.
I got four.
I'll send to you.
Yeah, and then we got the fence around there, and got a bunch of.
If the more bobtails we have, that way when they're on their way to Itasca, we can keep.
Yep, keep them moving.
Backhoe's not set.
And get somebody there to fix the flats.
Yeah, on standby, on site.
Oh, Bobby.
Just have Bobby stay there.
Make a motion to approve the road use agreement.
We have a
So,
motion and a second.
oh, we already got that done?
Any further discussion?
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries.
Make a motion adjourned.
Second.
She interrupted me for